My name is Nikhil, and today I will be presenting you my next course, which is build an advanced blog posting platform with the Next.js version 13. So this is a blog posting platform where multiple users can log in, they can sign in, and they can publish their blogs. And they will be having the functionality of viewing the blogs. They have the full CRUD functionalities, and they can share the blogs as well. So this is a completely advanced application with the Next.js version 13, and we have integrated around 10 technologies with it. So I'm going to show you the demo of this application. So right from the start, the user have the functionality to view the home page. So even if the user is not logged in, they can view the home page of this application. So there you can see we have the carousel at the top. Then we have the recent articles which are published into this platform. Then we have a button of exploring all of the articles, and then we'll be moved on to the different route. And then finally we have the footer of this application as well with the copyright text. Then we have the GitHub link, we have the Instagram link, we have the LinkedIn link, then we have the Twitter link as well. And now let's see that how the user can be logged in. So the user needs to move on to the login or the register page. So suppose I move on to the login page, and the user will be having the option of continue with Google and continue with the GitHub. So we have integrated the Next Auth with the Google and the GitHub login, and we have integrated the credentials as well. So the users can provide the credentials, the email and the password, and they can log in. And they have the ability of view the password as well with that. And I'm going to show you the demo of the credentials login. So the user can click on the login button and the notification would appear at the top. Then we'll be redirected to the home page. So that is a functionality of the login. Then you will be seeing the links of writing a blog, of profile, the search. Then we have the logout button as well. And then you can see if we move on to the blogs page, if we just click on the blogs, then this is a completely dynamic page. So you can see the blocks would be fetched after the page is loaded, and that's a client component, and the user will be having the functionality of searching through the blogs. And you can see we have the search bar as well, we have the filter, and the user have the ability to view the search bar and the filter icon. Even if we have scrolled down a bit, and there you can see we have 3 blocks for now, and then we can search from one of the blocks as well. So suppose I search for the Prisma. You can see now we have the dynamic functionality of searching through the blocks, and then we can filter the blocks according to the categories as well. Suppose the technology, suppose there can be healthcare, the food, the politics as well. So as of now, we have the blocks only for the technology. So you can see the technology blocks, and then we can move on. We can see the right page as well. So the users can add a block from this page. So suppose they need to choose an image. So they can have the choose file, they can have the image. So we can add the title as well. We can have the high protein food, and then we can have the location as well. So the location again can be New York. Then we can have the category. Category can be, we can have the healthcare as well. And then we can add the blog content as well. So I've copied the blog content from somewhere, and you can see this is a rich text editor. So the user have the ability to make a text bolder, to add a code block down there, to add a font as well, to add a different font, to align the text, to have the color as well, to have the images, and so many things are there. You can see we have the list as well, and there are so many things. So let's just click on the publish. Then this blog would be stored to the database, and this image would be sent to the Cloudinary. So we have a functionality that the images are being stored to the Cloudinary. So it is not being stored into your project directory because it can overload your project, but it is being stored into the cloud platform, which is the Cloudinary, which is used for storing the media files. So now let's move on to the blogs to see if the blogs is being published here or not. So let's see with that. So there you can see now we have the high protein foods, and then we can search for that blog as well. We have the high protein food. Then you can see everything seems to be working fine. We can filter according to healthcare as well. So for the healthcare, we have this blog, and now we can move on and we can view a blog as well. So suppose we enter the technology, and suppose we want to view this blog. We can just move on. We can just click on the view more, and then we'll be having the functionality of viewing the blog. And we have the professional viewing functionality of the blog. We have the hosting, we have the title over there, we have the image at the top, and then we can view the blog as well. We have some links as well, we have the code blocks as well. You can see we have the professional view of the blog. Then the user can move on to the profile page as well. And from the profile page, the user will be having the functionality of deleting the blocks, of editing the blocks. So then we'll be having the action buttons as well from the cards. So you can see we have the view more, we have the edit, we have the delete. So the user can perform some actions from this block. Then we can show the image of the user. And if we don't have the image, then we show the icon. Then we show the name, we show the email of the user, we show the block count of the user. So that's a professional website for you. Then we can move on. We can have the search functionality as well. So there you can see now the user can search from the amazing blocks as well. So suppose I search for the JavaScript, and if I just click on the search, so let's see what happens. So we have the notification bar, and after that we'll be having the JavaScript hosting over there. We can click on the view mode to view this block. You can see we have the dynamic functionalities like there. Then finally we have the logout button as well, so the user can be logged out. And one more thing, and it is fully responsive website. So if we are on the emulator, and if we see the responsiveness over there, so here you can see it would be completely responsive. You can say it is completely responsive. You can move on to the home page as well. You can see everything would be aligned according to the screen dimensions. So we have aligned that with the Tailwind CSS, we have aligned that with the Shadcn UI, and so many things according to that. And we have the navigation menu as well as the side nav menu. And from there you can see now with the hover effects as well. We have the profile, we have the search. You can see here we have beautiful side menu as well. And then we can just move on. We can just click on the logout. So that's the overall functionality of this application. So that's a full stack project. So first we'll be building the API with the Next Auth, with the Prisma, the MongoDB, password encryption, so many things. Then we'll be creating the front end part with the Shadcn UI, with the Tailwind, with the notifications, with the React server and the client components, and much more. And then we'll be integrating the Next Auth to the backend and to the front end as well via the middlewares and so many things. So now let's see that what will we learn throughout this course. So you will learn a lot of the things with this course. So you will be able to build a real world blog app with the latest technologies. And there are around 11 technologies that you can make use of, starting from the Next.js, the Prisma, REST API, the React, rich text editor, the Next Auth, TypeScript, Shadcn UI, Tailwind, Cloudinary, MongoDB, and there are endless number of technologies. Then you can see you will be having the robust and secure authentication with the Next Auth. So here we have the Next Auth, then we have the Prisma with the MongoDB, and with the help of all three, we'll be able to create a completely secure REST API. We'll be storing the user sessions with the Prisma, with the Google, GitHub, and the email login system. We'll be having the protected routes as well. So only the user which are logged in, they can access those routes. So we'll be having some callbacks as well with the Next Auth. We'll be having the sessions for managing the user. And then we'll be moving on. We'll be creating the front end. We have a modern responsive UI design, UI components with the Shadcn. We'll be using the Tailwind CSS. We'll be designing the Tailwind CSS theme accordingly. Then we have the Shadcn UI, React.js, and a completely dynamic responsive page. Then we have the search functionalities as well using the query params inside the API. And then finally, we'll be moving on. We'll be having the rich text editor, image upload to the Cloudinary, the blog viewer, editor, deleter, so many things are there. And the Cloudinary is a service platform where you can store your media files, and it is helpful because if you overload your application while storing the images or any files directly to a directory, then it would overload your application. So the Cloudinary is the best service for that, and it offers you the freemium features as well. So you can use the free and even paid version as well. Then we have a professional blog viewer, so the users can view the blogs. And then finally, we'll be having the timely updates for the course content. So we'll be having the timely updates. So in future, suppose any technology change, then we can move on. We can update that according to that technology or any dependencies with that. And the source code is available into the GitHub. So you can anytime move on to the source code if you need the source code. So that's it for this course. And I hope you will enroll in this course and you will learn a lot of the things. And now I'm going to show you that how you can enroll into this course. So here we have a platform. We have a platform which is IndianCoders.in, and from this platform you can just have the explore the courses. So you can explore one of our courses, then you can just move on. So this is our course which is of the price of the $7.99, but we have an early bid for that. So you need to use a discount code of JS100 to get 50% off on this course. So once you click on the buy now, you will save 400 on this course, and you need to only pay around 400 rupees. So I hope to see you in this course, and this code would be available to you by 28th of July, and the pre-enrollments has already been started. So you can enroll in this course and then you can just start learning from the 28th of July, and the duration of this course is around 10 hours plus. So it is more than 10 hours. So the duration is the 10 hour. Then we have the lecture mode as well. So it is recorded sessions that you can use. Then we have the recordings as well, which is available for the lifetime. So that's all for this course, and you will be receiving the certificate as well after the completion of this course like this. So that's all which I wanted to share you inside this video. So I hope you enroll in this course and then you can learn a lot of new technologies with the Next.js, and then you can make use of the Next.js version 13 and integrate it with a lot of new technologies with creating a real world blog project. And then you can add that into your resume as well. So that's it for now. So thank you for watching the video.